Hey, what's up, guys? First drive on 12.5.4. All right, you're coming along with me. Here's what you can expect. Right off the bat, we got an unprotected left. We're going to hit up a railroad intersection. We're going to enter onto the interstate highway travel. We're going to exit construction zone. And then today I got a special treat for you guys. We're going to do the Impossible Hospital. Been defeated by every version of FSD. We're going to see if 12.5.4 can defeat the Impossible Hospital drop-off zone. And then we're going to head back out. All right, guys, come along with me. I'm excited. So let's go. Hit the accelerator. Didn't want to go. Yeah, I'm excited, guys. First drive with 12.5.4. You're coming along with me. My reaction live. We were on 12.5.2.1 yesterday for 24 hours only. And then we got another update right away. So right off the bat, unprotected left. Also, a particularly difficult unprotected left because it's at the peak of a hill, so there's hills both ways. We got two vehicles passed on the right, one on the left. We are clear to go. A little jerky there, not sure what it saw, and we're off. As we come down the hill here, we do have a pedestrian crossing. Always got to pay attention. There's blind spots on the left and right, so people can hop out of the pedestrian crossing very quickly. Got to pay attention. So yeah, this is the first ride. Didn't even really get to try 12.5.2.1, only had it for 24 hours. Don't know what was up with that. Was on 12.5.1.3 for, what was it, about a month? And now finally, after Holmars and the other anointed few have been on 12.5.4 for a week or so, the rest of us plebes get it. So now you're here for the real review. Enough of the advertisements. I know. I respect those guys. Good job. They're doing a great job. But sometimes it looks more like an advertisement than it does an actual review. So you're not going to get that here. So welcome. Here we've got the pedestrian crossing, paying attention, looking left, looking right. Don't see anybody. Speed limit 25 here. We are breaking the law, 8 over. A lot of traffic up here at the railroad intersection. Good to see. Nice clear day. We do have ASS, which I'm going to be testing out. We got the ASS. The A period, S period, S period. All right, we're going to be going left here. We've got a lot of traffic. No, a human would not squeeze through here, so we're kind of stuck, even though there is a green arrow up there. Maybe a human would go here. It's okay. We're going to miss the arrow anyway. Okay. Cautiously goes over the double yellow line to kind of squeak through here and then comes to a dead stop. No clue what that was. Dead stop. Hit the accelerator to keep going. All right. We should go over the tracks here. We got a flashing yellow. Go, 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 go. Cautious. Man, that dead stop. I haven't experienced anything like that on previous versions for a while. I don't know what it saw in the road, but that was a hard stop. All right, we're not there yet. Let's keep going. You always wonder what those phantoms are. I mean, I haven't experienced a phantom stop like that for a long time. As long as it doesn't do it when we're going 65 on the interstate. Unless it needs to. Have been seeing some good things about 12.5.4 on the interwebs, on X. So far, it's hard to tell. Look, I mean, the stop, that was not a good stop. In between that, when you're just driving along, I mean, it's hard to tell any difference between the versions because, I mean, just your average driving along without much challenge feels very human-like. It's felt very human-like for a while. So you really got to put it into edge case scenarios. So yeah, we're going to be going right up here. I like that there's a lot of traffic out today. We're going to head up toward the Walmart area and then kind of wrap around. Leaves are falling. It's fall time. We're going to wrap around. There is a roundabout up there. No problem. Hasn't been a problem for a while. And then we're going to get on the interstate. I do not think that we are end to end yet on the interstate, but we should know when we get to the construction exit zone on the interstate. We should be able to tell, but I don't believe that we're end to end yet. All right, we got the green arrow. I got to tell you, that hard stop rattled me a bit. I mean, I'm still a little rattled. It puts you on edge when something like that happens. All right, good lane change. We are going to be going up a little ways here. Okay, lane change. So yeah, I'm excited to try out ASS. I watched a couple videos. Dirty Tesla, I think, put out a good one. Yeah, the reaction of people watching the empty vehicle drive through the parking lot. I want to try it at the casino and just watch the valets, watch the tears go down their cheek as my car drives up, rendering their job obsolete. I'm saying that in jest. I don't want to put them out of business, but I mean, honestly, there's going to be a lot of things that get put out of business because of automation. And a valet parker is probably one of them. Sorry to say. You probably don't even need a parking lot. I mean, really, once we get there, you have the car drop you off at the grocery store, at the casino. You go in the casino for 3 hours. Your car drives around town, picking people up, dropping people off, comes back and gets you when you're ready. Why do you need a parking lot? Or if you're going to be in there for 3 hours, it drives you home. It drives home on its own. When you're ready, it comes back and gets you. Why do you need a parking lot? Don't think so. A lot of things could be eliminated. Traffic lights could be eliminated. Once the cars can talk to each other, you don't need traffic lights. Where we're going, son, you don't need roads. I like to see how it does getting into these busier areas. Okay, we want to stay right, stay right, stay right. Good. This is a double turn lane, very human-like to avoid that long line of cars and stay in the right lane here. This guy's hugging a little bit. We stay nice and wide. Good. Yeah, that's just as smooth as butter. Love that. Let's see how it does getting into this Walmart parking lot. And then I'm gonna remove the destination here and we'll head out to the highway. Thanks for coming along for the ride, guys. We've got a good long video for you today. Enjoy the robot driving. All right, yeah, we can go left here. We can go left. Oh, I'm gonna be coming back here to try out ASS. Nice big parking lot. Okay, good. Just heading up right to the door. Don't hit the curb. A little correction there. I think it was gonna hit the curb and actually did a little correction. That was good. All right, I'm gonna pop off of this. Edit trip, take this off, done. Let's see if it'll keep going. Yeah, it will. Please pay attention to the road. I was taking off a stop. All right, let's see if it can get through here. I am paying attention to the road. Yeah, I am paying attention. All right, I don't want to get a strike here. I don't want to get a strike. I take it. I'm taking over. What do you want me to pay attention for? Will you start back up? All right, here we go. Why is it going this way? Okay, let's see what it does. What you gonna do? Yeah, okay. All right, so it's taking us through the roundabout to turn around. We do have a, yeah, nice stop, nice stop, nice stop. No motorcycle accident today. Great stop, cars coming. I was ready to take over a split second later, but it stopped perfectly. Got a long line of cars here we're waiting for. That was perfect. Perfect, FSD. You didn't get into an accident. All right, about 4 more cars, and then we should be clear to go. And we should be clear after this black SUV, Infinity. Nice roundabout. We've had roundabouts solved forever. This is no problem for FSD. Pedestrian? Oh, okay, there was a pedestrian kind of coming. He wasn't close enough, so we just went. Fine. I don't think a human would have stopped there. He wasn't close enough. I don't know about the turn signal around the roundabout, but okay. Are you going to put on a right turn signal to exit? No. Okay, whatever. Yeah, just kind of merge into the right lane there. All right, so we're going to be heading out here and getting on the highway. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of improvement really quickly. I think Tesla's going to actually do this. I think they're actually going to solve FSD. We're just down to that last percent of little things. Like this bag. Okay, didn't even react to that bag. Fine, but I don't think it's programmed to. If that bag would have been a rock, would it have reacted? Don't think so. You got to feed a lot of visual data to be able to differentiate between a bag and a rock, especially if it's not moving. I've had many years with my meat brain to be able to program it to know the difference between a bag that has air in it and a bag that has a rock in it or rocks in it. Subtle differences. I have a bag of sand laying on the road. I can tell if it's full just by the way the wind blows over it, if there's any movement. I can tell these things just with my meat brain. So can you. Tesla cannot yet. But there's no reason it can't if you feed it enough images of the difference between a bag full. So I don't like that little hesitation jerk. I feel like that's a step backwards. We weren't having as many of those hesitation jerks, which lane to pick. We weren't having as many of those. There's been a couple on this ride so far with 12.5.4. All right, we're getting onto the highway. Again, I don't think this is end to end. But we're going to find out. Always paying more attention on the highway. I like the speed it's taking on this on-ramp. This is really tight. You can pull a lot of G's if you went fast. So I like that it's going about 30, and now here's where it really needs to hammer it. Nice. Yeah, really good. No cars in the blind spot. All right, now we've got 1.9 miles on this. How many times is it going to change lanes? I am on assertive. We're going 10 miles an hour over the limit. No, the limit's 65. It thinks it's 55. It doesn't know what the limit is. Is it going to change lanes or not? I think usually going 2 miles, I just stay in the right lane, but when you have it on assertive, sometimes it just takes every opportunity it can to change lanes, although so far so good. It does think it's going 9 miles an hour over the speed limit. We got a 65 mile an hour. All right, so we are not end to end. You can see the cone, the icons of the cones. That's from the old version, so we are still not end to end on the highway stack. So in about a mile, we have a exit into a construction zone area. I love this test because it's not on the map and the exit's gotten all wonky because of the construction, so it really has to find its way. And you can tell when you watch the monitor when it's trying to find its way, it's definitely making a lot of very fast decisions, which is fine with me, as long as it doesn't slam on the brakes or make any erratic movements. You do always have that in the back of your mind, and one of these days it's just going to slam on the brakes. It thinks you're running into a wall, but it was just like some reflection off of something. I mean, I want it to save my life when it needs to save my life, but if it doesn't need to save my life, oh, this is a pretty hard lane change there. That's still on the old non-end to end. They've done some work on this construction zone. Nice big lane. We got a lot of cones here. That was a little too hard of a lane change. Not a big fan of that, but we're safely exited. We're going to be going right here, and then we're going to head to the Impossible Hospital. Yeah, okay, it doesn't like me changing that. I am paying attention to the road. It really doesn't like you changing that. All right, we got cones here. Don't hit the cones. We got a green arrow, multiple lanes. This is not in the map yet. All these roads are recently constructed, so it's going totally off visual. I love when it changes that angle and like a sky view, like a bird view, bird's eye view. I love that. I don't know why it does that in certain moments, but for some reason I like it. It makes me feel safer, like it's seeing everything. All right, so kind of winding through business area on our way to the hospital. I've never had too much trouble with these areas. We do have kind of an interesting railroad stop up here. I haven't had any problems with it in the past, mostly solved. If we get a red light, maybe we'll see something. Yeah, I was just gonna say I'd get in the left lane. Right as I was thinking that, it hopped over. I like the lane choices. So far, great lane choices. All right, we did get a red light here, so it should stop right here where this truck stops. And it does. Beautiful. And you can see it sees all the railroad lights. They're bouncing around as these blue things. They haven't programmed those in, or maybe that is the railroad crossing programming, but that was a great stop because it's hard to tell. The light's all the way up there, you would think, and plus this guy stopped farther up, but really we're stopped at the appropriate place. Right by the sign that says stop here on red. No idea if it actually read that or not, but all right, we got the green. .5 mile-an-hour zone. We go 38 to pass this truck. I mean, okay. People get tickets on this road. I mean, running around 12, 13 over. It's getting there. I do have it on adaptive, so it should be keeping up with traffic. But it decided that truck was going too slow and just blew by 13 over the speed limit. That's fine. 25 is way too slow for this road, to be honest, but that is what the law is right now. All right, we're going to be heading left here. This guy's in the middle of the road. We do not even react. Perfect. And it does pick the correct lane. We do want this right lane for a couple reasons. Somebody was commenting on my fingers. I say I had long fingers. It's the camera. I pull the camera angle back a little bit. So it's whatever, to get a better shot, and it stretches out things that are closer. I have normal size fingers, I think. I've been told. You know, a while back I had a good short where at this intersection I had a emergency vehicle go by. And I will say that I haven't, obviously on 12.5.4 yet, tried it with an emergency vehicle, but have not been very pleased yet with the programming for emergency vehicles on any of the supervised. There's a couple times where it's stopped when it sees an emergency vehicle go through an intersection and doesn't proceed. That's great. But as far as like if there's a police officer on the side of the road with its lights on, it doesn't even slow down, and I've had to take over a few times. It doesn't even slow down, doesn't even change lanes. If there's two lanes like here, it won't even change. Well, not here. There'd be somewhere where it's off to the side and you really should get over to the outermost lane. And it doesn't even do that. Again, I mean, I've only been on 12.5.4 for a little bit here, but they definitely have to get that programmed in if you ever want to get off supervised. Comes up a lot, and it's a important law to follow. A lot of shadows here, in and out of the trees, shadows. Vision handles it perfectly. We got a couple bikers here. Car in front of us is yielding. Always a good intersection to see if it'll wait for people, as it should. On our way up the hill to the Impossible Hospital. So let's think about this. Any interventions? Yeah, when we were in the Walmart parking lot, I guess I intervened because it was telling me to pay attention. Yeah, no interventions. I mean, I even let it go during that hard stop, and it kept going okay at the beginning. So no safety interventions. Nice smooth ride with that exception, but otherwise a nice smooth ride. Yeah, you see how it stopped early there? I mean, it always stops somewhat early at the intersection, but that bus, I like how it kind of stopped earlier there. Sometimes those buses can just have the tip of their nose push over into your lane when they're doing a wide turn. Semis or buses, so I like how it kind of anticipated that. These are tight lanes. No problem for FSD. They need to repave the roads. It's riding on a railroad track. So I actually am hoping that this is going to pull all the way into the hospital. So I'm testing it on the way in and the way out. And I don't expect that it's going to succeed on either, but we'll find out. Okay, so actually it's not even going where I want it to go. So, or wait, is it? Oh yeah, it is. This stoplight? No, it's not. I think, oh yeah, it is. 100 feet going to the left. Perfect. We got the arrow. Go, go, go. Pull in to the left, please. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm going to take over if it doesn't go left. Okay, good. All right, so we're heading in. Impossible Hospital. So we're going to wrap around. There's a drop-off zone. This turns into 2 lanes. Then there's a drop-off zone, multiple places where people walk over the road. So it says navigation complete. So here's where I'm going to edit this, take this out. Okay, now it has to find its way out. So I'm going to turn it back on. All right, we're back on. It's got to find its way out. This is really the true test. We do have somebody right on my rear blind spot here on the back left. We got pedestrian crossing here. We got people dropping off people. Person to my left needs to get out of the way. We put on our turn signal. He's going to let us go. Go to the left here. It should go around. Nice. We got a pedestrian in the road, valet guy, people loading, unloading. Sees him, drives by. Okay, we got another pedestrian crossing. Got to be careful here. People pop out of this bush. So far, so good. Now here, this turns into 2 lanes, and we want to go left. Okay, it doesn't know where to go. Hitting the accelerator. Yeah, having a lot. Yeah, totally can't figure it out. I mean, jerky. It came to a stop. I had to hit the accelerator. We're 2 lanes here. It's riding in the middle. We got a pedestrian crosswalk. Now it's going back over to the left. No pedestrians. So totally just in the middle of the road in the middle of the road for no reason. We got 2 lanes. Didn't put on its signal, went to the right lane. Now we're going to want to go left out of here. It's come to a dead stop, hitting the accelerator. It needs to get over. All right, yeah. So, I mean, a total fail. Can't do it. Can't find its way out. I mean, it would have been stuck. If you were sending this in as a robo-taxi, it would be stuck. It would have just been stuck there. You would have had to go get it. And it's such a horrible place to get stuck, too, because especially when it's like rush hour. People are coming and going. There's a lot of vehicles. It's really upsetting. People are coming going from work, coming and going from the hospital. So it's just that kind of exchange area where you don't want to have a robo cab just stopped, and it couldn't do it. 12.5.4 couldn't do it. And the thing that gets me is it's not a parking lot. It's not anything like that. I mean, it's just kind of like a small windy side road, but it's just too much for it to handle. So we're not there yet. And there's a lot of places in the country like that. Okay, so we're gonna just test this last little bit here. This is the spot of my famous short video where it got into the left turn lane and then turned right. Don't think it's going to do that today. So yeah, expected, I guess, but unfortunate that it still can't solve that kind of thing like the Impossible Hospital. So we're going to stop on red here and go right. Should creep forward and head right. What it doesn't like about this intersection. All right, we're clear to go after this truck. Good. My true test of FSD will be when it can handle that Impossible Hospital. That's the most human thing to me. I mean, that's impossible to program something like that. I know it's only getting visual in, trying to make decisions, but that thing just, it's so hard. It would be so hard to program. Really, a learning computer is the only way to solve it, and I would love to see it be able to handle something like that flawlessly. That's my test for when it's really made it. I'm just going to see what it does here. I've put in this courtyard as the final destination. Let's see if it parks. It says navigation complete. I'm just going to let it go and see where it takes me. I know it knows how to pull into these spots. Pull into a spot. Or is it just going to keep driving? All right, guys. Well, it's going to keep driving? No. Pull into a spot. I want to see where it stops. This is going to be also an, oh, wow, yeah, just going in the wrong way for, okay, all right. We're going to take over. That'll be another thing. We'll know when we get there, when it gets these endpoints. You know, it's like in delivery, it's the final mile. For FSD, it's like that final 100 feet. Once it can do this, pull into a spot or pull out of a spot, that's when we know we'll really have gotten there. So, yeah, we're not there yet, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll wait for the next update. In the meantime, we'll do some videos for you. Do some other testing, but looking forward to the next update. Thanks for coming along, guys. See you next time.